Hello everyone, this is Tripper, and today we are playing Chivalry, Medieval Warfare. And I'm going to be teaching you kind people, it seems like so long since I've said those words, how to use the Saber. Now, I actually can't remember if I've done this weapon before. I don't think I have, otherwise I doubt someone would have suggested it. This was a suggestion by a member of La Comunidade. When in doubt, just take the shield. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to use the Saber. Now, this Saber is probably the weapon I am best with in this game, honestly. Now, I know I'm like, oh, the Holy Water Sprinkler is the epitome of awesome. But the Saber is honestly the weapon I turn to when I can't defeat an opponent any other way. 99 times out of 100, or 9 times out of 10, I'll be able to defeat an opponent with this weapon. Just like any opponent, regardless of skill level. As you can see, it's equally effective against people with shields if you have patience. So, the basic things you need to remember for the Saber, a general overview, after I get to the statistics, which are, it's really fast, it deals a good amount of damage, and its reach is kind of shitty. So, just keep those in mind as stats. They're just relative, though, so don't actually pay attention to their potential. Oh, fuck this guy. I'm sorry, I mean, I fucking hate this guy. If you guys didn't realize, the Greatsword is part of the super, is like a big part of the meta these days, because it's kind of overpowered. Anyway, the Saber is a weapon that you need to be able to know its speed and use it to your advantage. And as you can see, if you have patience and you have a little bit of finesse, where you can kind of detect when the opponent's hitting, when they're not, you can really use that speed to your advantage. Even against people like these with a really high damage and decent speed and great ranged weapon, if you can get up close, make them do some panic blocks, make them make some stupid decisions, make some really dumb decisions. Oh, shit. That was interesting. Yeah, I don't normally say this, but the Greatsword's a little OP right now. Just gonna put that out there. The speed boost from Accelerated Dragon is insane. But anyway, the Saber, this is also a downside of the Saber. It has a hard time dealing with long-ranged weapons. Very long-ranged weapons. Against Vanguards, I can do very well against it if I face-hug enough. I didn't face-hug nearly enough that round. If I had been up in his face a lot more often, like here, let me show you guys. If I just get right up in their face, they get scared, right? This guy's panic blocking way more than average, but if you get right up in their face, it's just so fast. Like, bam. That is such a fast wind-up and strike. It's insanely fast. And that's basically the basis of this weapon, is its speed. Don't rely on the damage, don't rely on the reach very much, get right up in their face, and use it. Okay, this guy's just terrible about blocking anyway, so. And also, you probably see me only exclusively using the stabs, because that is just about the only strike I will use if I'm not in a combo. It's pretty interesting thing about this weapon. It's extremely good at rainbowing and doing my weird 360 sideswipe things. I don't even know what they're called. I need to make a name and a tactics video for that, because it's really, really cool. And everybody does them, it's just no one's actually given a name to it, so I'll give it a name. I'll probably make like side swipe or some shit. But it's really good at that, and I'm going to show you that in my next fight. If I get someone who doesn't absolutely bone me. Okay, now why did he change? Oh, right, because he's using a dagger. Aha! Okay, a knight. Now, against knights, I will almost always use my Holy Water Sprinkler because it just kills them faster. And it's a little bit better suited for face hugging. And they will normally pull out their secondary to match the speed of yours. Now, this guy knows what the hell he's doing. Now, I will also overhead as a riposte a lot of the time. Sometimes it's not a good idea. A lot of the time it's not a good idea, yeah. Unless you're, like... You're in, Someone's messaging me. Oh! And that's a very interesting point about the Saber. Its range is kind of odd. Its range is odd. It seems very, very short, but it's very strange.
Finally, a challenge.
You will find that you will miss people a lot of the time, but you will also find that you will hit people many times you think you shouldn't. It's very odd range. I err on the side of close quarters. I err on the side of going closer, because it allows a much better chance of actually getting a hit on them. You see? So far away. Oh, that was that side swipe thing. It's so fast on the side swipes. So you gotta be really careful. Now, you know how I usually give tactics on how to fight this weapon? I would suggest just don't fight it. Now that's something I'm going to show you what I just did. It's kind of a loop around a block. It's basically a dragging, a dragged stab. Oh, fucking archers. Okay, well... Haha, gotcha. And also, this thing's speed competes with daggers. Check this shit out, relatively speaking. Look at that speed. The speed difference isn't that huge, actually. It's pretty cool. It's one of the fastest weapons in the game, definitely. You know how to use that speed, you can do very, very well for yourself. And here is the crux.
I agree.
Against Man-at-Arms, the Saber shines. You know it took me a very long time to kill that archer, right? Well, if you didn't know, bladed weapons deal bonus damage to Men-at-Arms and archers. And that's why the Saber is just so good at countering Men-at-Arms. I would honestly say it's weakest against Vanguards, because Vanguards have the longest ranged weapons. Ooh! Another skilled drag... Oh, piercing left hook. Oh, man. Yeah, it is honestly weakest against Vanguards. That is why Vanguards I will use the Holy Water Sprinkler against. The Holy Water Sprinkler is very slightly faster, in my eyes, than the Saber. I think it's just got a faster overhead. That's why I like it. Let me show you guys. You see, normally against a Vanguard or a Knight, I would not use the Saber unless they just do extremely well against me. And this guy's a good player, but
No way.
he seems to kind of take Ooh, he seems to kind of take to my style. He's very good at countering. But as you can see, the Holy Water Sprinkler's overhead is actually a bit faster than the Saber's, I believe. Faster in the actual strike itself. I think the windup is just a teensy bit slower. It's all in a numbers table and some statistics, whatever I posted a long time ago. But I will use this weapon against Vanguards much more consistently than any other. And against knights, for that matter.
Oh, it appeared the peasants have risen up and found swords.
Ooh! Very nice alt strike. A normal strike wouldn't have hit me at all. But as I told you guys, even the even face hugging, so hard against these guys. Oh my god, really? Oh, okay. He's not using an archer.
Wow, thank you.
Uh-oh. So against archers, this thing is really, really good. I'm gonna try to show you guys the getting around the block thing I did before.
I think not.
That. It's kind of hard to follow, and I'll try to walk you guys through it. So, you're facing an opponent. You're walking around them if you have to. You're just kind of strafing. But the way you actually hit them is like this. I think I showed this in my Dragon Tactics video, but I feel like showing it again because the Saber really works well with this tactic. So you're staring straight at them, and to strike, you simply scroll forward, you stab, but you do it in such a way that you go around. You kind of make a C with your mouse. I'm gonna try right here.
You know what I mean? I appreciate your help.
All right, I'm gonna try to show you here.
The fine peasant rebellion you've got here.
Okay.
Show me your backside. Tis your best side.
Ooh, very nice reflexes there. You see, this always happens when I'm trying to show you guys a specific thing. But basically, I'll just tell you it again. Basically what it is you're doing this. You are stabbing and then immediately making a C. You're curving your blade whilst moving in the direction that you're curving it, so as to kind of get around their block.
Scullion, I'll tickle your catastrophe.
Okay, now serious mode.
Thank you. I agree. I owe you. I owe you one.
Hmm. Oh man, this archer's proving to be pretty hard.
You should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret that you
Okay.
are so.
Let's end this. Oh shit. If this guy beats me. If this guy beats me. Don't do it.
Yes.
Oh! So close to beating me. So close. That hit trade. That hit trade. First time I've had a good fight with an archer in a while. But another weapon type alongside longer, faster weapons that this weapon doesn't fight well against are short, quick weapons like daggers. I have lost several times to dagger users while using this saber, but as you can see, weapons like the longsword, just about every knight weapon, honestly, can be countered very easily with the saber because they're longer, but they're slower, and they don't have the kind of length that the greatsword does for the vanguard. That's something like the brandy stock does. Brandy stocks are hard to beat with this weapon. Definitely. Ow! Stop. Stop the lag. Please, game. Okay, the lag stopped. Good. Just had a moment there. Probably a frame drop or two.
You call that a coat bomb?
And something I just did in that battle, pretty obviously I think, is to outpace your opponent. Get them on a tempo, a random ass tempo, on a tempo that you don't follow. and you can normally do very well against them. Shoot! Oh, Gato-sensei! He picked a new weapon. Gato-sensei is an extremely good Chivalry player.
You smell like a woman.
And his weapon, a claymore. Oh my. Nope. There you go. A claymore actually is honestly a lot easier than a greatsword against the saber, because the saber can deal with other speed. It can deal with a speed as long as it's slower than it. So things like daggers don't work too well against it. I mean, things like daggers do work well. Oh shit! Now he's gone longsword. Now look at the dichotomic difference in performance. You see, the dragging ability of the greatsword of other Vanguard weapons. Just the sheer damage that it does is insane, and the saber can't keep up with that. It can poke a little bit. It can deal a little bit of damage here and there. So I'm going to try the Holy Water Sprinkle again, show you why it's normally the better weapon. Oh, shit! Okay! Well, Gato is also an extremely good player, so keep that in mind. I'm not going to beat everyone. And fucking look at Gato. Where's Gato? Yeah. 45, 31, yeah. I think it's okay that I lost there. But he's also using a class and weapon that is just built to defeat it. As you saw, I did not have a hard time defeating his claymore with the saber. And something like a fucking longsword's easy. It is, absolutely. For this weapon. But vanguards and secondaries, vanguards and daggers especially, can just take this weapon out whenever you use it. Let's see. Any other good points? Good tactics to use. Don't try dragging this weapon to slow it down. Only try to speed it up. What you should do instead of trying to slow it down is to get your opponent on a blocking tempo. Yeah, you like that. Oh. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I think my S key was broken for a second, but that's okay. We're gonna try again. As you saw, I was one strike from killing him. I promise he wasn't just better than me. Can't have that. Yeah. So this thing's a monster. I haven't been fighting... I've either been fighting people who are extremely good against this weapon, or people who are... just bad. Lichhammer. Lichhammer's a really good player. But against a knight, let's see how it fares. Even against a very good player, it can usually just poke the hell out of him, right? You see? Just pokety poke, man. It doesn't really matter that it takes 4 or 5 hits to kill a knight with it. It's just so good. Just the sheer speed and just the minor amount of reach it has is enough to get in there. Although I wouldn't normally use it against a knight or a vanguard. It still works very, very well against vanguards. I mean, against knights, I'm sorry. It doesn't usually work well against vanguards. That is why I normally switch to the holy water.
Are you out of your mind?
But that speed is very scary. It's a weapon that's known for its speed. And it gets them to panic block. Lichhammer is an extremely good player. Ranked 33, 2,000 wins. I wouldn't pay attention to that. He's a very, very good player. I fought him in other duels. Okay, that's... Whoa there.
I didn't beat it.
This is odd.
Yes. Yes, sir. Thank
Okay, he's up for it. Oh, great, knight! But against a knight, this thing, it knows how to deal. Oh, man! Ugh. That's the thing with skilled players, though. They don't stick to a tempo. They've got their own tempo. I almost had Gato, though. Very, very close to getting him. I might get him this round if I can keep in mind he doesn't give a shit about tempo. And what I mean by that is he did not block when I expected him to. Okay, well, he's got me backing into a corner, so this might not go... Shit! Gato is ruthless as fuck, guys. Don't call me bad, please. Gato is an insane motherfucker. Oh, okay, that's it. Shit. 8 and 4. Not too bad. I would have actually honestly fought with... I should have fought Holy Water against Gato. I probably would have done better. But like I said, it is a secondary for a reason, right? The Saber is a secondary for a reason. You only use it for specific circumstances. I personally only use it if I can't defeat someone with the Holy Water, or if they are man-at-arms or archer, because it lends itself well to fighting man-at-arms and archers due to its higher speed, slightly higher reach, and its ability to deal more damage to the less armored targets, obviously. Some ways you can beat the Saber. Obviously, use Vanguard. Use a dagger of some sort. Daggers are very good against the Saber. Most Vanguard weapons. Something like the Bardache, the Brandy Stock. Something that keeps you at a distance. Not the Bardache, the Billhook. The Brandy Stock, the Great Sword, Zweihander especially, actually. All work very, very well against the Saber. Maybe not the Zweihander. The Zweihander is really, really slow. Any weapon that you can hit the person with the Saber before they realize that they should be hitting, then you're going to have a bad time. Or something like that. I forgot my train of thought. And I didn't mention this before. The Saber, it doesn't have a massive competitive following. I use it if you want some reassurance. I don't know if I'm competitive level anymore, really. But I'm pretty high ranked, I would think. But I use it. I know a couple people who use it on their man-at-arms, definitely. Nobody uses it on their Vanguard, funnily enough. That's why I didn't show you guys. Not many people use it on the Vanguard because the short sword is usually better. Mostly because their primary is catered to such extreme damage at extreme range. You need to have a weapon that's so tiny. I probably should have showed you guys the Vanguard's Saber, but I don't feel it's necessary. Nobody should. I don't suggest the Saber for the Vanguard. I suggest the short sword. But as a man-at-arms, I think the Saber is honestly the best secondary you can use in a competitive, serious setting. For fun, I'll use the daggers, but the Saber is my go-to man-at-arms secondary. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tactics video for the Saber. Hope I taught you guys something. Like, favorite, subscribe if I did. Share it if you think someone else could benefit from this information, maybe get better at the game. And I will see you kind people later. As always, have a grand day. I have been Tripper, and I will see you guys next time.